Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start, guys. Welcome to Coffee Night in the Morning. I'm Dede. This is, I try to do an extra stream during the week. This is Wednesday. If you're watching the recording on YouTube, this is over on Ustream. The links are always in the description box of how to find Ustream. And yeah, thanks everybody for popping in. So I'm already starting to record, so I'm going to get crack-a-lacking. I'm kind of zoomed in. I'm going to make probably work on more than 8 at a time. I have a stack here of art cards. So if you're just joining us for the very first time and have never seen me make an art card, okay. No, how many I've made. I can't even count. But anyway, these are the kind of cards that I'm talking about, and these are varnished, completed, and everything. So these are the kind of cards I'm talking about. They're just mixed media collage cards. There's 3 of them. I give them away as fast as I make them. So I'm out. Except for I keep a few samples around just to show people what I'm talking about when I do them. But other than that, so I'm zoomed in so that you can kind of see. And I know the light flashes in and out, especially with white. I do not have light lock on this camera. It's a great camera, HD camera in every other way. I know it doesn't look HD if you're watching the recording. That's because Ustream only has us a limited um, quality. But for the hours that I can stream and upload to YouTube, it's to me, it's a trade off. So, that being said, it's going to kind of flash in and out as we go. I do have a folder. Let's take out more than one, of course, but what else do I have over here? I have a bunch of collage stuff people have sent me. I keep a file folder full of collage stuff. Plus, I have one of those plastic drawers a drawer. Oh, sorry, guys. That's what happens when you're zoomed really close in. Well, the camera's really close. I have a drawer full of collage stuff, and I've told you all the categories before. Let me kind of roll back, and I'll try to talk loud enough so you can hear me call out the categories. But I have watches and mechanicals, flowers, trees, and food, doors and architecture, birds and bugs, animals, scenery and maps, people and faces, colors and patterns. Okay, this door kind of came unhinged. Books, letters, and music, and odds and ends. So those are the categories that are in the drawers, but obviously not all my stuff is. And I did need to get out some of this too. Obviously, not everything is filed away. And so I'm going to pull out some watches and clocks here. I love those. So like I said, they're obviously not filed away because I have folders full of stuff. I have clocks, watches. I need some fractals. I love bits of fractals. So I'll probably pull some of those. If you have a question, put it in caps. Otherwise, good morning. Thanks for being here. I'm already recording, so if I miss saying good morning to you, hey Eileen, you're up early. Not that you're not up early every day. Gina, everybody. Hey, Kathy, I gotta get over to your channel and watch I know you probably have them recorded. I haven't been able to get over there and watch your live show, but hopefully I'll get over there and watch some recordings. So how do you unwrap the paper in color? Unwrap the paper in color book pages? I don't know what you mean, Gina. Are you talking to me? You're talking to me. I don't know what you mean about unwrapping the paper in a color book. I'm sure you'll clarify. let's see. I like this colors. I kind of go by colors and so unwrap straight. Oh, make it flat. Um, Usually the trick to not getting your color book pages too wrinkly, if that's what you're meaning, don't put too much water. The other thing is by the time I put paint, the one that has the most wrinkles in my color book is probably my Animalia because it's a big animal and I put a big wash over the whole animal to start with. But by the time you finish painting and coloring and doing front and back, you're not going to have hardly any wrinkles, believe it or not. Yeah, believe it or not, that you'll have little wrinklage, especially if you use any kind of acrylic paint on the background. You're thickening up the pages, and yeah, well, it starts to roll, then you can smooth out a roll. If it starts to curl, you can just kind of pull on the page and uncurl it. Curling is different than wrinkling to me. Yeah, well, then you're going to just have to bear with yourself and your page until you're finished with it, Gina. I guess you could iron them. I don't know. I just don't, a little bit of wrinkling does not bother me. It just doesn't bother me. And I say it all the time. I warn people, but if wrinkling bothers you, I try to say that. But yeah, so I'm pulling out some fractal pieces just to kind of just some, pieces that I might want to use a little bit here and there. We'll see. This one. So again, I'm just going to work on some art cards. I'll probably do more than 8 at a time. This is impromptu and it's really not a planned. None of my shows are really that planned, but you know what I mean, Vern. I like this. All right, that's enough fractaling. They're not but today I'm really concentrating on getting these done. It looks like a topographical map. Well, then you've added a lot of water on yours, Gina. I just keep working on it with color pencil and see if it starts to flatten out. But yeah, mine never gets that wrinkled. I don't add that much water. I always tell you to be careful with the water. But yeah, it'll be all right. Hey, if it doesn't turn out, then you know what not to do the next time. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Like that. Like that. So I'm just going to start playing. I'm going to just start tearing out things, cutting things out. I like to tear. Y'all know I like to tear. The reason I like to tear things rather than cut, I do have to fussy cut sometimes, but the reason I like to tear rather than cut is that it's easier to blend the torn edges than a cut edge. So I think I'm going to do a lot of quick stuff. And if y'all see me do my art cards, I'm not doing anything new. I'm just going to be moving a little quicker today. So I know y'all see me do all this a lot of times, but I do want to get crack-a-lacking. Because, it takes a while to make these from start to finish, not just the gluing, but the painting, the detailing, the varnishing, painting all the backs, and all that. It can take me up to a couple of days to complete a set of, say, 12. So I really want to get going. I want to get crack-a-lacking. So thanks for being here. Let's see, my camera. Okay, that looks pretty straight on. So I'm just over here going through collage bits pretty quickly, seeing what I might want, what I don't want. I know I don't want it, I just immediately throw it away because there's no sense keeping a million. I've already got hundreds of thousands of bits. Oh goodness. So, yeah. Hey, Buff, Carrie, anybody else I missed? Like I said, I'm cracking on here and making smart cards. So, thought I'd work for a while. Cam and I were supposed to Facebook art yesterday, but he had chemistry thing come up. So he said, let's do it tomorrow. So hopefully today we can get together. He said somewhere around noon, which probably means about the time he gets up. Uh, uh, unless it's something scheduled. I mean, he'll get up for school and all, but if he doesn't have to because they're on spring break, if he doesn't have to get up, hey, do I want that way? I'm not even liking that bit. Let me put that one aside. Cut this piece of a watch out. So anyway, I don't know what time for sure that he'll want to FaceTime and draw together, but I have you on a list over there, Galena, to send you one. I have you on the list. And so anyway, I'm just kind of half thinking, half. So if he FaceTimes me while we're talking, maybe if I answer it on the iPad, and I can maybe get him to show his art. I get him to show his art on FaceTime on the iPad, because the iPad will be big enough for you to see it. So we'll see. We'll see if he's up for that. I told him I need some pictures of his. I need more pictures of his sketchbook. I try to take pictures. Somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to take pictures of his sketchbook and keep them for posterity. Just saying. And so that has to be me. So anyway, what I'm going to do is, I do try to take pictures of his artwork to keep, and I print them out and put them in a little portfolio for him. Like just a little 4x6 cards is what I've been printing out. Although sometimes for school, he'll need something bigger. He'll need a bigger print, and I'll print that out for him. But most of the time, I just print them out for his little, because they're all on the, phone and all too, of course. But, that never know with that. You got to keep a hard copy. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Got to keep a hard copy. Hey, Art Unit, how you doing? Anybody else? Hi, Claire. It's been a while since I've seen you, and I know you stay busy too. Have you had anything published lately in your magazines over there in the UK? You probably weren't here, but my mom brought one that she subscribes to that the girl said, I don't know if you were here when Mom was here, but the girl said that's the one that you are in all the time. So you weren't in this one though, Claire. I did look. You weren't in that one. In the one I have. The one Mom gave me. Oh, let me open links here. Carrie opened them now. They're open now. Yeah, links are open now, Gina. Carrie and Eileen are probably on their first or second cup of coffee too. A break from the industry. Oh, okay, good. Well, okay, that's nothing wrong with that. I just I didn't know what your situation you were doing stuff for these days. All right, so let's see. Let me see some of this stuff y'all have sent me. There's scenery and clocks and all kinds of things. Let's put this over here. All right, so I got a little bit of, I need a clock or something on this one. Take the rubber bands off of them. All right. Here's a bit of one. This is one of my collages that I printed out. So you can see they turn out nice and vibrant when I print them. This is an old one. I'm telling you, I don't even know. This is just like a sample on the paper I was testing out. But so I don't even know what year this was. It's probably 2011. But I really like this one, so I kept it. Little bits of collage and calendar bits. All right, so I need another bit of a watch on this one. Okay. Or some kind of mechanical. Here we go, like this. So if you have any questions, put them in caps, but really it's the same stuff you've seen me do 100 times. Probably literally 100 times. Oh, literally 100 times. I think I'll do it this way, coming out of some water or something like that. Need a little... Oh, Gina, I can't go look right now, but I'll look later if you'll if maybe Carrie will keep it the link for me. I can't go look while I'm streaming. All right. No, I don't like that bit. Let's keep moving. I don't like that one. I don't like this one. Just a little bit of something, something. I like some kind of mechanical because I like them to look I like old school sci-fi. A lot of mechanicals and things like that. I think I like my fantasy stuff too, but you know. All right. I guess I'm kind of going for color themes here. This one looks like the turquoise and black and white. Hey, Anita Kay. Oh, Anita, you need to post your picture. CBS Sunday Morning used Anita Kay's sunburst. Y'all know on CBS Sunday Morning. I don't watch it, but I mean I haven't in years. But I still very familiar with how they do the sun pictures. And Anita on the Facebook CBS Sunday Morning Facebook page, they used some of her art for the sun background. So Anita, if you want to post a link to that so everybody can look at that, would be awesome. All right, let's see. Maybe this. I need a little bit more teal on this. I need some teal on that one. Let's see. Do I want that bit? This bit? That one's good. Oh, no, 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 no. I want to see it, Jean. You're not bugging me. Anyone has a chance to win. Moving is just. I don't know about that drawing, Claire, but you're welcome to post a link. All right, let me keep digging through this. I haven't used any mappage for a while. Have I, Carrie? uh, just flipping through some of these bits. Here's a little pagoda. That's kind of cool. Like I said, like some, here's some tiny little butterflies on this like botanical page. Those are cute. I got to see what strikes me. Got a new one on this week. But it's in their photos. Oh, okay. We'll post a link. Post links. These, I love these large, calendar bits, but that's for more a lot like an art journal page. But I should pull these out to use in the art journal page, my art journal. Let's put those over there on the floor. A little bit of cityscape, maybe. Just flipping to see what's in here. These are just some bits of collage stuff that some of y'all sent me. All right, let's move that over here. I'm going to make piles, stacks. A sip of coffee. All you do is copy the link, Anita. Copy it, like swipe your mouse over it till it's highlighted. Right click, copy. Then come over here and in the chat line, right click and paste. And then you'll have it over here. That's all you got to do. That's all it's got to do. All right, I like these. I like this little bit of a world, but I think I'll save this for the next blue page because right now I kind of got a color theme going on here. All right. Don't need that. Alrighty. So, all right. Now I think I want. I don't know if I want. I don't know if I want to. I love these too. I do like the leftover bits of the when I cut out a watch part. These make awesome arches, but these are all kind of full for that. So, all right. Let me grab a. I'm going to grab a folder here and just chat with you guys. I'm just going to chillax while I do these. And of course, you know, I tell y'all I'm not a teacher. These are not tutorials. If you learn something, that's awesome. But this is the same way I do all these art cards. They're the same way. It's a little crooked. Let me tilt my camera just a little. There we go. Yeah, I got to get some more coffee too. Hey, Janice. How you doing? I'll let you sit next to Eileen up there. The oval clock face looks like a bug's head. Yeah. Well, I'll probably turn it into like some, uh, have the watch hands coming out of that later. You know, that's the thing I paint in last. See, I love, like, this will be good for the next page, like a brown, goldy page, maybe. I need to concentrate now on not making another set, but get these glued down and do one set after another because I need to get a lot of them done. I need to do a lot. So I think maybe I need some butterflies or something like that. I like to put a little life in them. I like some kind of a bit of a landscape, something mechanical or non-living. And then, hang on, I've got to go get some more hot coffee, guys. My throat's completely closing up. Hang on. Okay. I'll make some more coffee in a little bit. So let me get some matte medium and a brush palette over here somewhere. Let's see. These are all have wet paint on them still, so that will work. Let's see. Here's a dry one. I just need something that's dry to put the matte medium on. All right. So, hey, Jeannie. Anybody else popping in? Okay, where was I? I don't know if I want, could probably use a couple little birds. I do have a couple little birds cut out already. Maybe one. Maybe I'll use one bird. Let's see here. Hey, Carol. Anybody else? Mama Four, Denise. Anybody else popping in? Thanks for being here. If I miss you, it's not that I'm not. I'm just trying to get crack-a-lack in here. I think I'll put flowers and scenery on another one. The blue here is kind of giving me enough scenery. I'm just looking through bits of whatever I might want to put on these. Don't know if I want any more birds. I'd rather have some butterfly. And I rarely use people. Maybe I should use some people for a change. Because I really don't use much. I don't collage many people. Oh, you know what? I haven't used these Star Wars. I have the Star Wars calendar left over from last year. Maybe we'll use like Princess Leia or something. We could do that. Let's see, I like this bit. Where's that brown piece there? I like that for the next batch. I'm just talking out loud as I go, guys. You know, from the calendar. Little bits from the calendar. Stormtroopers. But you know, once you put a Star Wars character on there, it's like themed. You know, it's like a Star Wars theme. I don't really want to do a Star Wars theme thing. There's my Yoda. So I guess I probably won't do that. I probably won't go with Star Wars because I don't want to theme them. I'll just get some people. Let's see. All right, let's go over to... I don't know if I got... Do you have a special guest? Oh, hey, bud. Hubster popped in. Did you get a notification at work I was streaming, or did you just look? He pops in every now and then. So let me go ahead and see if I could find some little people, maybe. Little people. Art cards, yes. 2.5. Yeah. Well, these are actually these are bigger than ATCs. ATCs are 2.5 by 3.5. These are 3 by 4. I make them these a little bit bigger. So these are 3 by 4. I'm just flipping through a couple magazines, guys, to see if I can find some little people. Some little people. And it doesn't even necessarily have to be there, you know, just maybe a part of them coming, you know, behind a watch bit or something like that. So that one's not working for me. Art cards instead of trading. Yeah, ATCs, artist trading cards, and usually sketch cards are 2.5 by 3.5 because they're made to fit in the baseball card sleeves holders, you know. These are 3 by 4. Now, if you want to collect these, then Project Life sleeves are 3 by 4. They're made bigger. So if you collect if you have Project Life cards or the sleeves, the page protectors, you can get them in 3 by 4 if you collect them. So that's just an option. All right, so I'm just kind of reading chat, guys, and flipping here. Like this. Let's see. And I'm kind of looking for color. So like here's some girls, here's some other girls. Doesn't have to be girls, but you know, fashion magazines are like 99% girls, unless you get GQ or something like that. So just looking through. This one's kind of, see, I'm looking for something small, like for instance these two girls right here. Let me just kind of see what I think about this. Hey, Colleen. I got something in my eye, guys. Hang on. All right, so like these two girls here. Just to have some people in it for a change. I have to probably get them a little closer together to fit on here. Put her over on this side and the littler one here in the front. Like this maybe. Something like that. Denise is calling me. Hey, I'm streaming. What's up? All right, bye. Okay, she didn't know I was streaming. It is impromptu. I didn't plan this one, so. Something like this, like that, but it does need, I think it's going to need a little bit of blue. Let's put the swirl right here and a little bit of the blue right up here. Something like that. Now I'm just kind of, loosely laying them out here, Bye, bud. Go call your daughter. All right, flipping. Let's just try a bigger face right here. See, this is the kind of stuff that happens in fashion magazines. It's so fun. You tear out her face, right? So you tear that out and look what's going on. See? You just never know what's going to happen. I love collage. Taking a drawing class starting next Tuesday off of our library. Oh, good. That's awesome. That's awesome, Anita. Especially if they're doing it for free. Anita's talking about her library's got a class going on. I think I like her better over here. I like her with this. I'm liking that better. We'll put her over here. Yeah, that's the best price, right, Linda? Oh my goodness. All right, let's just keep flipping. We'll just go with faces on this page just to have something different. I like to experiment with different things. Okay, I liking her. You can just do all kinds of cool stuff, She's an intellectual. Oh my goodness, I love this. I love collage. It's so fun. All right, just flipping. We're going to go with faces on this one, other than the one that has a bird. Although even the one with the bird could have this is kind of cool. Let's see if we can make her kind of fit behind the bird. We'll turn them into little mini stories shortly when we get to the paint. That. Although I'm kind of thinking I want some blue behind her there. Something like that. Glad you're doing art cards today. Getting a bunch of magazines soon, a friend's getting rid of, and give you some inspiration. Doesn't take much. I mean, I usually don't put more than 4 or 5 little bits to start. I'm working on finding some little faces today, just to mix it up. Oh, looky here. This is nice. A whole little page of faces. All right, I am going to have to kind of get cut into these though, so I can get to the middles without tearing them all up. This is just trying to keep reading chat with you guys. What else? They're almost too little. I want them to be able to be seen. That's about as small as I want to go on the faces. Let's see these here. I'm right here, guys, just going through magazines and collage bits. Oh, I like her hair. I like that, the way her hair is flowy up. Let's go with her. Go with her. I like that for this one. And then have the little, like a little curl thing coming out like a wing. See what I mean, Burn? Of course, she'll get painted in, but I don't want to lose that hair, so I might have to move this down. Let's see how far can I move this down. Let's cut this in half here. So I can move this down like that, like that. Kind of like in this. Hey, Pug. Alrighty. All right, those. I need two more faces. Two more faces. I'll start gluing these. And I'll see if I want to start. If I want to work on painting some, or just keep working on collaging for a while, which is probably what I should do, because I want to get more than 8 done. And if I start getting too involved in the painting process before I get a whole bunch of them collaged up, then I'll start concentrating on the painting details. The blue collage pieces are some fractals, Colleen. Which you have a calendar of fractals, Missy. I saw your 39 calendar haul. I saw your 39 calendars. I've actually had a couple of people ask me on YouTube, Colleen, I want to see Colleen's 39 calendars. Colleen, now I know I always watch your show on Ustream. Do you upload to YouTube? Because I can't remember, because I'm so used to watching you on YouTube. I mean, Ustream. But so I couldn't give the person that asked me a YouTube channel. So do you have a YouTube channel and a Ustream channel? Because I always watch you on Ustream. Because you don't stream that often. So it's not like you do it like twice a week or something. So did your Ustream recordings on YouTube have been keeping you busy while post-op recovery? Oh, thanks, Vintage Rose Pug. I'm glad. That's sweet. I'm glad. Oh, look at this dress. That will be used in our next batch. Look at that color and look at that dress. That right there are mountains all day long. Look, mountains. Squirrel. Okay, I need one more face. You don't upload them to YouTube. Okay, so for those of y'all watching, Scrap Chick, SCRAPCHIC. Scrap Chick is on Ustream only, so you can find her there. And I know it's Scrap Chick is her name on Ustream. All right, let me see. I need one more face. This girl, maybe just her eyes. I like this girl's eyes. I'm liking her. I think I'm going to just try to, let's see what we can do here. Don't know. I always like to put the watches on their heads. Like little hats. Little helmets. Hey, Elk Lady. I see a flower in that dress. Yeah, see? There you go. You just got to We'll see about going with that. Okay, so now we have people on every page. Let's go ahead and glue these down. And I know I tell y'all this all the time, and I'm going to use this on the next batch. So let me just kind of get rid of the excess here. All right, put this on. But that's what I like about fashion magazines. It's not so much the girls, because I rarely use the girls out of the fashion magazines in my collage. It's always things like, look at this. Look at that for texture. Like right there. That's a building right there. Let me just try to find some more cool fabrics. Okay, so look at this. Look at that right there. It's an ad. It's the background. Look. See, that's the kind of things I like in a fashion magazine. I rarely use the faces, but today we're just going for it today. Okay, so I use golden matte medium. And I have different size jars here. Okay. And this one's starting to get a little empty. This is just a Joy dishwasher bottle. And as long as you don't glue you're careful not to glue the lid on there, you can always keep pouring. You can keep pouring, filling this up. Okay, so I'm not going to do it right here over the card. I'm going to back up, beep, 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 and I'm going to pour in. I'm going to fill up my little Joy dishwasher bottle. This tip has been brought to you by Sunset Carol. Sunset Carol. Now, when you get your glue like this, after I poured it in, take a baby wipe and wipe off the lid. This is how I do it. You can glue your lids on if you want. This is just how I work it. I'll take a baby wipe and get as much of the excess matte medium off the rim, and then I just use and this one's getting a little crusty, so I'm going to get a new baggie to put on there. So all I do is I just take a baggie and slap it over the top and then put the lid on. I know a lot of people put, Vaseline and all different kind of things on the lids to keep it from gluing your lid to the jar. I just do that. That's just as easy as can be right there. All right, and then I'm going to put my lid back on here. Now, I am careful that there's nothing right there. I don't want to glue this lid on because otherwise you can't open it to pour back in, right? So I'm real careful about that. All right, and you also want to try to keep this kind of, not crusty. But this is the second one that I've gone through, and if they if they start getting crusty or glued together, just get another one. And if you can't get the lid off, just squeeze all the excess that you have left into a fresh bottle. All right, so let me move these out of the way. And then what I do is I just have a palette here. This is all dry paint, so I don't, And I just squeeze out as much as I want on a little, whatever you use for a tray. And, hey, Judy Patootie and Juju Judy. And I really need to get me a new, some of my brushes are even, my glue brushes. I need to replenish my glue brushes. But my glue brushes are the only brushes I keep standing in water, and it keeps them flexible. It keeps them from gluing, but they're still crusty old brushes. But these are the only brushes I keep in water so that they stay usable, right? But they're just glue brushes. Hey, Lori. Good. I'm glad you can make it too. So it's kind of an impromptu. I'm making some art cards because I like to give these out. I put people's names on the list. Sometimes it's, weeks before you get one because I don't make them as often as I used to. Because it does take a couple days all total. I don't usually just sit and do them for 2 solid days, but it does take a couple days to do all the process, especially if I want to make a batch of, 12, 18, 24. I wanted to make as many as I could today. But, when I'm streaming and gabbing, less gets done. But even so, that's okay. Art card day is your favorite day, Linda? Aw. Okay. Now, the easiest way to kind of, oh, I do need a piece of wax paper or parchment paper, wax paper, parchment paper, something here. The reason I want to glue on that is just, I don't care about this is just a paper covered table with probably about 10 layers of black paper accumulated. I just recovered the whole table. And I don't care if it gets on here, but then I have to be scraping glue off because this is also where I draw. So I really don't want glue bits, crusty bits on right where I draw. So the thing about, let me just pick some of these up and I'll kind of slide them up to show you how I do a batch. If I'm doing a bunch of cards, the easiest way to keep your collage, and again, I only put 3 or 4 elements on here right now. You can put more, and sometimes I do. Um, Sometimes I put more, and just depending. Like maybe I should put a couple little more bits on here just to, well, we'll see. But the way to do it is just take your stack of cards, or take a card, and instead of trying to pull everything off of a card, and trying to remember how you had it, although it's not hard to remember in this case because I only got 3 or 4 things, right? But if you have a more complex collage going on, you got lots of stuff, and especially if it's bigger, it's just nice to have the exact same size card that you can work from. So in other words, rather than scraping these off and using this card, I'll just go ahead and use a new card. Okay, I'm gonna have to make a space here to work line, sitting it down. So let me just move one here. Okay. Okay. And then you can take your collage bit from here, and I always put matte medium on the card, on the back of the image, and over the top. All 3. You wouldn't think that it would matter, but it does. It matters. It matters that you put it on all 3 bits. Oh, wait, did I want that coming out of her back, didn't I? Let me pick that back up because I did want that coming out of her back. Almost like a wing kind of thing. Okay. But it does make a difference when you try to scrape it all down. Let's see. I'll go with that. All right, so then I put it over the whole top. And I use golden matte medium. I don't use Mod Podge. That's my preference. And if you're using anything if you're gluing anything in an art journal, it's best if you don't use Mod Podge because that can stick your pages together. All right, so then I just grab me let me get a iTunes card here, or whatever kind of, key card, whatever you got. All right, and then just kind of scrape it down. Now, you got to remember a couple things. The calendar bits are probably okay as far as the ink goes. You can get that nice and wet and scrape it, and it's not going to matter on the. It's not going to matter very much. The ink won't move. But if you're using like the fashion magazines, you get a couple of good scrapes, and then you're going to start scraping off the ink. These thin pages, the ink will scrape off if you get cray cray. Okay, so just take it easy on scraping across any magazine images. All right, so now I'm just going to go on to the next one. And I don't care if matte medium gets on the back of the card a little bit either, because I'm going to paint over all of it black on the back with acrylic paint. So if you have any questions, it's the same process. I talk it out. I know that most of y'all have seen me do it and hear the process 100 times, but I'm just talking out what I'm doing. It's not that I know that, don't think that y'all can't. She's going to be walk like an Egyptian. What are those Egyptian they're little Egyptian beards? She has a little Egyptian beard. It's not that I think y'all don't know what I'm doing or haven't heard me say it a whole bunch of times, but I'm just talking it out while I'm doing it. Yeah, write that down. And if things like overlap, I'll cut that off here in a minute. So that's not a problem either. Okay, so I'm just going to keep. Now, I don't want it to get it too, if it starts getting too built up, I'm going to kind of move some of it out of the way. But I don't want to glue this card to the wax paper, in other words. All right, so let's go with this one. So we'll do some little storytelling with our little cards here. And using the card just kind of smooths everything out. It like seals everything well. And the other thing about using the matte medium over the top of everything is when I go to the painting process, it's got a coat of matte medium on it. So if I get paint somewhere, the paint will move for me. Okay? Still cannot do this. Well, it does. I was not saying, yeah, it does take some practice, Colleen. There's no, two ways about it. It does take some practice, but I'm at least giving you the technical bits. I'm trying to show everybody, at least you can see how to do the technical part. Once you know the technique, then, if you practice the technique and get it down how to do all this part, then you're more apt to not worry about the technique part when you go to do the creative part. I think that's true with any of the any medium, any skill set in that you want to do. Once you get the technical part practiced, or at least a decent skill at it, then the creative part is not. You're more free to think creatively because you're not worried about, oh, what glue do I use? Do I have my card? Do I have my scraper? Do I have my right brush? Do I have wax paper? Do I have my baby wipe? What color paint do I need? When you're thinking of all the those technical parts, your creativity is like being used on that. You know what I mean, Vern? Hey, Eileen again. So, oh yeah, this is another one where I wanted her that to be kind of coming out of her back like that. So once you practice that a lot, then when you go to, it's in other words, it becomes second nature. How to glue, how to cut, how to scrape, how to, all that stuff. It just is second nature. You don't have to think about that part. So you're more free to think about, now I'm going to turn that into a wing or whatever, right? You're just more apt to free to do that. And it's the same thing with the color pencil, acrylic painting, oil paint, any kind of, graphite drawing, any of it. Once you start building up the technical skill part where you don't have to overthink it, like I don't have to overthink when I'm doing a portrait. I don't overthink, all right, I got to lay out my light cream, my dark beige, my peach, my light peach, my dark peach, my ginger root, I don't have to, I know what to grab. So my creativity isn't being used up. Not that you really use it up, but it's distracted. Your creativity is not distracted by the technical things that you've kind of trained yourself to do. I don't know if that makes sense. Well, I hope it does. Uh, it's good to have you here, Anita. Okay, this I think was over here. All right, let me glue these two girls down here in the middle. And it's just so much of it is just doing it a lot. Anything you do, whether it's I think I want to separate a couple like that. Whatever it is, collage, drawing, painting, it's doing it a lot. That's that's my that's my theory. It's just doing it a lot. Do I want that to come down this way? Kind of. I think I'll go that way. Okay. And then I do try to kind of keep it off. It is hard to get off your fingers, just saying. Matte medium is, I have to use nail polish remover to get it off, especially if I do like a couple hours worth of cards here and it starts really building up. I have to get fingernail polish remover to get it all off. So it is it is a sticky business. Hi, cockatoo. Hey, Vicky. Good to see you, alligator Vicky. Okay. So again, anything that's hanging over the edge, we'll just cut off here shortly. Okay, we got one. I got two more to go. Okay, and this is starting to get a little builded up. Builded up. So I'm going to scrape off some of that excess there so I don't waste it. Because matte medium's not cheap. I'm going to use it up. Okay, so I'm going to put her right there. And do I want, again, how do I want to do her? I think I just want this bit here. And then let's see, what other tips can I give you? I don't want to say advice because different people work different ways. Different things work for different people. I'm not trying to do a class here and say you got to do this step A, B, and C. It's more about just creativity and not being afraid to me. That's the thing. Okay, did I move? Or, I guess it's just this is distracting me. All right, let me kind of flip this up and get a kind of a clean spot there. All right. And this is just cardstock like from Staples. I think this is 90 weight, but you can use 90, 110, whatever, you know, just some decent cardstock. I don't ever glue a couple things together. You can if you have just thin paper, but you know, I just use cardstock. No special, nothing. Oh, have fun, Deb. Take pictures. We want to see Facebook pictures. Debbie's going to the opening of the Wizard World of Harry Potter. Opening day of Wizarding World of Harry Potter. So we want pictures, Deb. Doesn't like Carrie says, it doesn't count if we don't see pictures. Hey, Cage Fish. It doesn't count if we don't see pictures. Okay, I got one more here, one left. Let's go ahead and glue this together here. That's on the background. Let's put a bit of the blue down here. Let's put the girl right there. Let's move her up a little because I think I'll put the watch part on the bird as a bird wing. So let's move him down here and see about putting the watch part kind of like that with her arm coming out of the middle of the watch thing. That'll work. I think. I hope. We'll see. Yes, pics. You taking the grands with you, Debbie? Or is it just you going to enjoy it? All right, so you can see how much of that tail is going to get cut off right there. Okay, so there we go. All right, so now let me clean my hands a little bit more. And I'm going to go ahead and put my glue brush back in the glue water, not in my paint water, not where I keep my paint water that I use to rinse my brushes. My glue water is its own little small container of like coffee container, plastic Folgers container of water, the small one. And that's where I keep just glue brushes. Don't put your glue don't put your glue brushes in your paint water. You don't want to get glue in your paint water on your nice paint, which will transfer over to your paint brushes. All right, so let me move this real quick. Let's bring these all down. All right, so now what I'm going to do, see, I'm already wanting to go to painting. Because I'm talking to you guys, I want to go straight to painting rather than working on it, rather than working on another set. I wanted to do a whole bunch of collaging first. Maybe I'll do another set of 8 before I start painting. Because I really do want to get as many made as I can. Your niece and her friend are taking you. The old lady, haha. Yeah, Deb. The old lady, good grief. All right, let me hit these with the heat gun. Then we'll trim them up, and then we'll start, before I start painting, I'll go ahead and do another set of 8. I really wanted to do a lot today, this morning, before I get with Cam around noon. We're going to try to do another FaceTime drawing session. And if I can get them on before I leave, I'll open FaceTime on the iPad rather than my phone, so y'all can see some of his sketchbook. You think he'll go for that? We can try. Yes. We can try to get him to show us his sketchbook on FaceTime. I'll call him here in a little bit and see if we can get him to do that. Okay, so now I'm going to get my big scissors here and just trim these up. So, yeah, so now they're at the ready to paint stage. So there we go. And you can add more things. You don't have to keep it this simple. I do a lot with paint. So, I like to leave a little room for, painting some things. And so now I can feel her face. I didn't get it glued down well. I can just tell. But I think it's kind of, because I got the edges glued really well. But I don't think I glued her face very well. I don't know why. I guess because I'm on live and not taking my time. All right. This one just has a tiny bit right here to cut off. So I'm just going to trim these up from the back. Yeah, I'm going to do another set before I start painting. Because once I start painting, then I'm all into the details. I'm all in the zone. This is the technical part for me more than the creative part. The creative part for me is the painting part. I mean, this part's creative too, but it's not as creative to me as the painting part, because that's when I start adding in the details and start adding in the story. Just getting stuff glued down isn't too hard for me because I've done so many. Okay, let's do that. And once I get in the painting zone, there's no going back. Your cat was trying to say hi to me. Yeah, so Barb's cat. There's a lot of people that post pictures of their cat watching me. I don't know. Do I have a kind of a cat attraction voice or something? Now, Barb's cats, I'll actually talk to them and meow to them. I won't do that for every cat. Okay, I missed something Eileen said. Hope you like it. Not a Disney person. Uh-oh, main chat. What do I do here? There we go. 20 years, yeah. Boo goes at least once, if not twice a year, because of the cheer competition at ESPN down there, Eileen. They're going again in April. I think they're going to fly this time. Her and Denise. I think Boo's flying with another cheer mom and the cheer daughter. They're flying down there like a couple days before so that Denise doesn't have to take off too much time from work. And then I think Denise will fly down there like Friday night, and they'll fly back Sunday after the competition. So, yeah. Okay, so there we go. Let me just kind of show you real quick what we got so far. See how I'm just kind of flattening him out like that? That's kind of how I do it. If a color book page starts to curl, just kind of pull on it and it'll flatten out. Now, if you've got it real wet, Gina, yeah, see, I like her little Egyptian beard thing there. I don't know if we can work that in or not. We'll see. So I'm just kind of flattening them out a little bit. Oh, you don't like all the tourists? Yeah. Well, that's because you live down there. That's why. Okay, this girl's face, I hope this one's going to work. Maybe after I get the varnish on, it'll be okay. But I think I've kind of didn't glue her face down well enough, but we'll see. Okay, so there's that set of, what I say, 8? Do we start with 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's 8. All right, so we're going to start doing another 8 real quick. Okay. So we'll lay out another color wave. All right. There we go. And I cut them myself. 3x4 cardstock. Hey, Angie Bell. Need to get out the art card list. To get on the art card list. I can put you on the art card list. Now, it could be weeks, maybe some months, because there's a lot of people ahead of you. Just saying, Cage Fish, but I will write you down. I'm surprised I didn't send you one when I got your, before. But maybe maybe you're already on the list. But I'll write you down again. Let me move some of my notes here. I got a pile of Post-it notes. Because I have your address, right, Cage Fish? Do I have your address? Tell me I have your address. If I don't have your address, you need to email it to me. All right, so let's kind of make sure this is lined up under the camera. There we go. All right, so we're going to start on another 8. I don't have the wax paper under it yet until I start gluing. All right, so now let's see. I wanted to go with this. Remember? These colors, maybe some browns, or I don't know. This is kind of a purpley maroon colors. But I do want to use some of this. So I'm just going to rip this up and let's see what we can go with this. I'm just thinking some either kind of mountains, hills. I mean, that's a whole landscape right there in some fabric for me. There's mountains and all kinds of things. So we're going to start with some mountainous landscapes. Okay, that's going to be our start. Now I have to find some more watch parts because I like doing things in space. Let's see, which way do I like this one? I like a space motif, a time motif. Look, see all the mountains? Holding up the hand, vintage pug. Yeah, if I send me your address, do I have your address, Pug? Vintage Pug. Yeah, I usually get around to everybody eventually, but it's you see how long it takes me just to make. I'm making baker's dozen or whatever. Thanks, Vicky, for putting my link there. Look, could be. Look, going down a cliff. Ooh, all right. Yeah, always look at your collage bits in different ways. Look, there's water right there. There's some rocks. There's a little cave right there. Look, that could even be a horse. Look. I mean, you gotta just don't look at the bits like, oh, that's somebody's dress. Look at it like other things. And that's true with, okay, I just have a little tiny bit of purple left here. Just a little bit of purple. Let's take a little bit of this one. No, because I really like the depth of that one. We'll take a little of this. Let's go with this, let's go with that, and let's go with this. Okay. I'm just kind of doing color waves now. The last one was kind of teal, gray, black, white. This one we're going to go with purple, mauve. Oh, that's right. I sent you what? Yeah, Mom, you won one of Mom's giveaways. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll put you on the list for the art card. Okay. Let's see. I need some more watches. A little bit of time. I need a little bit of time. Okay, let's see here. Scrolling around here. Hang on, guys. I'm going to get another one of my folders up here and just kind of think about where I want to go other than with some watches. And what other thing do I want to go with? Oh, I like these antlers. Those are cool. There's a little bit of a mechanical something. I like that. little bit of gearage. I think I want this like that. Okay. So be patient. Oh, did Iffy go to New Orleans? Iffy, you didn't meet up with, well, that's a little farther than you probably imagine. Just because you're in the same state with somebody, you know, I'm not sure how far New Orleans is from Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge. So I like to keep the outsides too. Now, not for this because these are small, but this is like awesome. That's for in the art journal. That's a nice big, yeah. Looking through here. Here's some bits. That's kind of too big for the small art card. Okay, look. I have no clue what that's from, but that's awesome right there. That's awesome. How much can I fit on there? That's awesome. And see, this also jewelry, like pictures of jewelry in magazines, whether it's the stone or the chains. Now, this is something, this isn't part of a jewelry, but it could be. You know, that's kind of what it looks like. Okay. So, oh, this is a pretty little flower. That could almost go with, because this is the pink and I'm using purples and mauve. We might put this little flower on there. And it just needs a little bit of a watch part, and that's the antennae. Okay, let's go down here. All right, so you can see how this works. Can you see? Look, got a whole little landscape going on there. This could be a path. This could be far in the landscape. There's, yeah, so let's move this over here. I need a bit of watch part up there. Let's move this up. I want that up higher there. I want this to kind of come in. Look, I'm going through a huge thing of collage stuff right here. Just as one folder, guys. All right, look, here's a bit of a Ferris wheel. So much inspiration. And again, I like to tear as much as I can because it blends with paint much better than it does if you cut it. But then sometimes you get in a hurry and you just want to cut right along that edge. Trying to keep up with chat too. Thanks everybody for being here. I miss saying hi to you. I don't know how we ended up with 70 people on an impromptu. Thanks, guys. Hey, Barb. Barb, did you? I saw that you were having some kind of internet issue, but I didn't know if you got it resolved. But I went and looked for a recording, and I did not see one. So yeah, Miss Barb. Isn't that cool? Look at that, guys. I got this too. That might be too much. That's too much of the same thing. We'll check and watch for... Hey, Val! It looks like we got a lot of arch things going on here on this one. How my boys doing, Barb? Are they watching? Do I need to talk to them? Barb's the one that's got the two absolutely gorgeous rescued Siamese cats that if anything ever happened where she couldn't take care of cats anymore, she knows where those babies belong with their real mama. Right, Barb? Barb knows that already. I haven't even got to any watches yet. I'm still playing with little elements. Ooh, I just came across these are some pretty jeweled earrings, and those butterflies right there, I'm liking those butterflies. We're going to go with those purple butterflies. And I'm going to kind of fussy cut these out because they're going to lay on top. I'm looking for Barb's answers. There are 2 recordings. Okay. Put links in there, Barb. If y'all don't know Barb Owen, she has the website tell me again. I have it by Barb in my favorites. So I always forget like the names of channels, the names of websites, because I just have your name in there, Carrie, Barb. So I forget the names of the websites so easy. So creative something, Barb. What is it? I'm so sorry. I have to ask you that every single time. But she's on YouTube. So if y'all are asking about Barb Owen, you could probably just find with Barb Owen too. No phone, no links. Well, just the name. What's the name? Somebody tell me the name again. I know it's Barb Owen, but I mean, her website has a creative. Barb Owen Designs is the YouTube channel. Barb Owen Designs. Thanks, Carrie. And then I'm sure you can she'll have links in her description boxes. Okay, there we go. So let's see. I'm liking this one probably up there. How to get creative. Thank you, Vicki. I don't know why I have such a hard time remembering that. Okay, I'm not sure about these purple butterflies yet. These will be like, after I've glued some things on, these will be like little additions. All right, let's see. Need some more watch parts. Thanks, guys. Yeah, everybody loves our Barb Owen. She is awesome. She has the patience of a saint, at least on her show. I don't know about in real life if she's patient or not. We'll have to ask Clausman. Clausman's her husband. He carves Santas, and they do awesome carved Santas. He carves them, Barb paints them. So yeah, check her. Oh, I hate to say check out. I'm trying to get out of that habit. It's one of those things I'm trying not to say. Check out so and so. Check it out. I'm trying to get out of the habit of that. Go browse her husband and hers work, and she does have pictures of that I know around. I'm looking through some watch. Oh, that's some pretty stuff right there. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, she and Clausman do awesome. Well, I mean, Barb does a lot of stuff. Mixed media, fabric work. Let me just take a minute, rabbit trail, and show you one of the things I have. She does soul support dolls, fabric dolls. I have a set of her rubber stamps, but I can't put my finger on right now. But I can put my hand on the house I have hanging on the wall. So I keep this hanging on my wall. Barb does quality work. Not that we all don't do quality work. But this is one of Barb's houses. It's fabric, but it's the way she's built this so well, stitched so neatly. This thing just stands. Look, it'll just stand. I have it hanging on the wall because that's where I see it all the time. But look at this. I want to show you the quality of the work. And it's all stuffed. It's soft, but it's not floppy. So there's the roof. Here we go. And this is her hand. Some of this is, now I'm not sure about every single bit of this, but some of it is she has her hand painted fabrics too that she uses to make these things. And then she collages them all together. This is sewn separately than this, than this. They're all bits. So look, there's the little door. She's got a little bead there for the door, or a little sewn like little knot in a bead. So yeah, she does high quality work. Oh, Vicky says I do. Vicky says I do high quality work in my mind. Ah, Vicky, yeah. So anyway, yeah, check out Barbara. Oh no, don't check her out. Go and inquire and browse. All right, let me hang that back up. I'm just trying to get out of the house. I don't like saying the same things all the time that we hear everywhere. It's like there's zillions and gazillions and millions and billions of words. Why do we keep using the same ones? Just because we hear them all the time is why. Okay. All right. Let me get back to the here. Let me get my folder back. Okay. So going back to some watch bits. Got the best part. Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. Colleen, can you post a picture? Let me see if I could probably bring it up, but it's going to flash out my phone. Let me bring it up on the iPad because I can find it right on Facebook. Oh my gosh, or on Twitter too. Colleen posted the cutest picture of her dog. Rabbit trail, or in this case, woof woof trail. Let me find Colleen's picture on the iPad because it'll be bigger and won't flash out. Let me see. I'll try to find it on Facebook. That'll be probably the quickest way. She has the cutest dogs, and one of them smiled for the camera. So cute. Hang on. Let me check if I can find it. Okay, Barb. All right. Let me look for Colleen first. All right. Let's see. I think I can find it real quick. There's Colleen. Oh my gosh, she made it as her page, her header. Okay, so here we go. This is Colleen's dogs. Let me turn it sideways because then we'll get a better view. Bigger. Look at this one. It's so cute. He looks like he's smiling right at her. There's the other one too. They're both adorable. But she captured the smile on this one. Colleen, that's awesome. Right there. I saw that. It was so stinking cute. You can already stand it. Yeah, you should have made a video of that one. Would have gone viral for sure. Colleen. Scrap chick Colleen. Okay, so here's some watch bits. So let's see if we can pull out some of these. That just makes you smile all day right there. That is a smile for the day. Literally, his smile. Someone asked if I photoshopped his smile. It's real. I know you, Colleen. I know it's real. Okay, we're going to pull this way up here like this. Again, I don't know if I want to put people in these. Maybe we'll do a people day. Because again, I don't put people in my collages that often. But maybe we'll put some people in these two as well. Should be your mascot. Oh. Yeah, the sock monkeys are. Oh, is Angie Bell still here? I got to tell her something if she is. Is she here? Oh, my fairy treasures. Is she here? looking. Yeah, Angie, you here? I wanted to tell you something real quick. Yeah, mascots here are the sock monkeys. All right, so if she's here, I'll wait for the lag because I want to tell her something that'll make her feel good. Okay, these might be, I'll save that for the next batch. Those are a little too gold, too tiny. I'll wait and see if she's here. Because it's really to address her. Here, yes, I need something bigger like this. I want some bigger mechanical bits, not those little tiny delicate ones. I want something larger like this. So I'll wait till she comes around because I want to tell her something. Let's see. That one's kind of got that. This one maybe. Liking that right there. See how you can take bits and put it together? Hey, Kimmerby. Good to see you. We're just doing some art cards today. Impromptu collage cards. Okay, I'll wait and see if I see her. So I want to tell her something. Okay. But yeah, mascots here are the sock monkeys. All right, let's see. I got that there. I kind of wanted that to be space around that, so I don't really need this big piece of watch. Maybe in the center of that. Just playing along, playing around here. Make another mountain right there. I think I'll go with that. A couple of cliffs right there. A little bit of gold on this one. So kind of going with a little bit of a bronzy gold color. Colleen says bandit smiles are always huge and the normal. It's so adorable. So adorable, Colleen. I mean, oh my gosh, when I saw that, it just makes you smile looking at him. Hey, Lisa. Good to see you. There's my Lisa that carved. If y'all were here Monday and saw the carving of my moon pie stamp. Lisa's the one that did that. Okay, let's see. Maybe I don't need too much more of this. I'm getting carried away here. Let's move from the mechanicals into some people again. Let's go back to the fashion magazine. Little bits of scraps. It's like Denise has been here throwing these over her shoulder. Remember when she came to clean? Oh my gosh. Things were flying everywhere. Sip of coffee. Hi, Lynn. I'm going to need to go run down. As soon as I finish picking out the faces for this group of collage, then I'm going to go run and make me some hot coffee. What time is it? How are we doing on time? Okay, we're good. We got to watch the time here. I hope this is showing up well. It looks like it is. Yeah, if y'all see my fairy treasures pop back in, let me know because I want to tell her something. Okay, I'm going to look through the fashion magazine again and find some tiny faces. You know, some of these, like these black and white ones, look, these would probably be awesome because I'm going to make sure everything doesn't blow away here. Because, you know, I've got the black and white thing going on here. See these little faces like this, like her. This would go awesome right in here. Let's see. With these things radiating out from behind her. Let's see. Something like this. And then we can incorporate her into the landscape. Let me cut her out just a little bit more. Let me fussy cut some of that gray away. so that she can fit into the landscape a little better. Like this. And like that. And like this. That looks pretty, doesn't it? I like that. All right, here's another one. Again, I think I'll cut a little bit of the excess away because I know I'm going to want them in that landscape. All right. Something like that. Let's go up here. Like this. Okay. All right, I'm going to call those two pretty well ready to glue. They're looking cool. Yeah, Vicki, I just got, I got to get to the painting part eventually. But when I'm in once I get to the painting part, it's like then I'm just all into that. So I did want to get as many as I possibly could here. I just love when you tear things apart. Like I tore the face out of this. Okay, so I tore her face out, right? So now when I've turned the page, look what happens. See? Things like this happen. You can't plan that. It just happens. Use it to your advantage. All right, let's see. I think I want her looking down here like this. Something like that. She can be looking down from there, and then maybe a little bit of something going on in space up here. Like that. Because I do want that to be kind of mountainous. I don't know. I did like it right there, too. I think I will go with that. Maybe the whole thing can be in space. We'll just kind of center her up, and the whole thing can be in space. Okay. Like seeing where you're getting the collage bits from. You like seeing where I get it, yeah. Well, just magazines, calendars. The last batch, these were all fractals. Colleen, why am I telling you this? You just did a show with 39 calendars, girl. I want to see where you get your images from. I want to see you. I want to see you pick your images, Colleen. Of course, not everything has to have a face in it. I just kind of went with that theme now. I just kind of went with it. All right, so I would not have realized that was a Ferris wheel. Well, see, that you do need to kind of think outside the box. If you look at things like upside down, right side out, I'm not lecturing you. I know it sounds, I get that teacher voice. Where's Jean? Jean's on errands today. She just got back in town. But if you look at things like not what they are, but what they could be. All right, so here's some buildings going this way, but you could so make this into a tower. You can just do so many things with it. Turn it upside down. Turn it upside down. And now you have a little castle right there because it's upside down. Let's put that in here. Move that over. Let's move that over here. Oh no, I wanted that to look like it was coming down into the side of a cliff. So there needs to be something like way down in here, like something way down inside, like you're falling down a cliff. So this bit will have to go somewhere else. I'm running out of room. I am running out of room. I'm getting so much done here. Let's maybe put that down here. We'll see. Okay, maybe this little bit of something. I just want something down here. in the bottom of the cliff. She's lecturing you, Colleen. Iffy, you're gonna get me in trouble, Iffy. Oh, you know what? Look at this spiral staircase. Hang on. That is an awesome spiral staircase. Let's see what part of it I could use. Let's see if I can kind of trim this down. Or maybe use part of the spiral staircase. We'll see if it'll work or not. Because I want it to come down this cliff too. All right, maybe less. Okay, let's go ahead and trim that in. See, sometimes you have to fussy cut stuff. I want that to kind of look like it's coming down there. Don't know if I can pull that one off. We'll see. Don't know if I can pull that one off. We'll see. We'll glue it down. If it doesn't work, it's like, oh well, you know. It's like it's just paper and glue, people. Oh, you didn't get a birthday card for March? Are you sure, Angie? Let me make sure my, because I don't like to miss people by write things down. But I did have to tell you something, Angie. I did send you a card, remember? You said that you had a different, your mail was being forwarded or something. So it may not have got to you, but I did send you one. I'm looking, March. What day? What day? Tell me again. Let me write it down. What day in March? I can't promise you an art card. I'll send you a birthday card. I'll send you another one just in case. But I did have something else to tell you too. So I'm waiting for the lag to catch up so you can tell me your birthday because I want to write it, make sure I write it on the right day in March. I have you down in March. So maybe it just didn't get to you. But I sent you one. I'll send you another one. I'm waiting for the chat to catch up. For those y'all watching the recording, there's a lag. There's a chat lag. Okay, tell me the day and I'll make sure I have the right day, but I'll send you another one. What I wanted to tell you though, let me write down birthday card. Because I want to make sure it's correct in my book. That's why I got you down. That's the day I have you down, Angie. But yeah, I'll send you another one. Making a note here. Okay. All right. What I want to tell you, the two monkeys you sent me, the two Velcro white monkeys that you sent me, I'm 99.9% sure it was you that sent those to me. And I know there's a chat lag. That's okay. It's not your fault. If sometimes mail gets lost. But you know what I'm talking about, those monkeys? You're having to look at Eileen's mascot on Twitter with Bandit. Oh, that's Eileen's mascot now. Let me keep getting situated here while I'm waiting for chat lag. Because I wanted to tell you the little story. I'm moving them up on the wax paper here. I'm going to start gluing. You need to print that out. It is a cute picture, for sure. You do need to print that out. So I'm waiting for Angie to catch up with the chat lag. Okay. So I'm going to put out some more, squeeze out some more matte medium here. And I'm going to get my glue brush back out of the glue water. I'm watching chat too because I'm waiting for Angie Bell to answer me. Okay, so the little two monkeys. All right, so what happened with those? I just have them hanging on my tripod thing over here. Well, Boo, my granddaughter Boo, she has a friend in another state that has Down syndrome, and she sends her a package every so often. And well, let me put it this way. Denise tells me, "Here's the package. Can you get it mailed for me?" The box of stuff. So while I was packing up the box, I saw those little, I spied the little monkeys hanging over here, and I thought, her and her sister, she and her sister need those monkeys. So I sent them on to her and her sister, and I thought you would like to know that they went to a good home, that they will be well loved. And when Denise hears back from her, I'll let you know what they say about them because I know they're going to love them because they're like twins, and the monkeys are twins. So, yeah. So I just wanted you to know that they went to a good home, Angie. I thought you would like to know that since you're the one that sent them. Yeah. So, all right. So there we got one glued down. I'm gonna kind of try to get crack-a-lack in here. So I'm gonna pull another one over here. And this one that's sitting over here with the because when people give things to you and you pass them on to someone else and you want them to know, oh wait, this goes down here. I would like to know someone, if I gifted something to somebody and it went to a good home. I need a watch part up there. I'm not liking this building there. I just need a little bit of a mechanical right there. That's too small. Anyway, yeah, I knew you would, yeah, I know that you would like to know that. So, let's see here. No, I'm not liking that either. Where's my magazine thing here? Hang on, guys. I gotta unstack some stuff. Got stacks. Where's my magazine? Ah, here we go. I just need a little bit of a watch something for that one. Well, that's like I said, I'm telling that story for Angie's benefit, that she knows that something that she gifted is gone to a good home. I wanted her to know that. Okay, so let's see here. I want this little bit of purple. Right here. This is. I just wanted something purple up here at the top. And this one. There we go. Okay. All right, let's move those two to the side. Come on, I got so many collagey bits. All right, let's go to the next card here. Come over to this one. And I'm just putting matte medium, golden matte medium, front and back. And then over the top of everything too. And then I'll just trim off. I'll trim it all off here in a minute, wherever there's excess. And just kind of scrape it down. And move on to the next one. Careful, I'm starting to get too much glue. I'm going to start gluing the cards down. Coffee, yeah, speaking of, I've got to go make some coffee. You know what? Let me go do that real quick so that by the time, before I start painting, the coffee will be made. So give me a minute. I don't want to put BB in the middle of glue, but we'll put BB right there. Okay, we'll be right back. I'll be right back. Let me go make a quick pot.
Okay, I'll give that 5 minutes and then I'll go get me a fresh pot of coffee. So, hey Terry, morning. This is the third message I'm sending you. It's not going through. You mean here? Send me a message here, Carrie? Or Terry, I'm sorry, Terry. Okay, let me keep working. I mean, that's the first time I saw you here. Hey, little book owl. Just working on some art cards here. Trying to keep up with chat. Just making some art cards. This is the second batch glued. I haven't started painting any yet because I wanted to get a good batch going. So I didn't hear because there was an ad. Oh, I said I didn't see you. This is the first time I saw you say anything to me. You said that it was a third time. Third time you tried to get my attention. All right, let me flip this. It's getting a little too much piled up there. Did you have a question and I didn't see it? I'm sorry. I try to keep up with chat. I do. So I don't care if the glue gets on the back of the card. I just don't want to glue the card to the wax paper. All right, I think I want to put this on top of her head here. So let's pull her down just a little. And if you pick it up pretty quick, you know, you have a minute, or I don't want to say a minute. You have a couple of seconds to pick them back up and move them around. Now, some thin magazine images, you got to do that. If you want to move them, you have to do it kind of quick because they do stick really fast. Okay, well, good to have you. Good to have you here. I didn't see a question, but I want to make sure I say hi. This one needs something else. I need a face or something in this one, since we're adding faces. I need a face. I ran out of faces. How did I run out of faces? All right, let me see. Where's mine? Need one for that, and I actually need one for this. I need two faces. Let me see if I can find two little faces. Oh, okay. Well, maybe something just didn't click through. Thanks for being here.
Ah, I like her. Like her. I'll trim out the blue because I don't want the blue. I love all these rocks. See, this whole page right here, this whole page is awesome for collage stuff. Look. Not these that I'm doing right this minute, but I did want to pull that page out. All right, one more face. Use a black and white one. Again, I usually don't use face as much in my collages, but we're going for it today. Ah, here's a good one. Black and white one. All right. Just kind of, I'm not going to necessarily have to fussy cut her because I'm going to paint around her. Okay, so let's see. No, I really need this one on here. I like her whole outfit, her whole vibe. It's a Colleen vibe. There's a Colleen vibe. I think I'll put her. We'll just glue her on. We'll paint around her. We'll make her work. We'll make it work. Okay. All right, one more. Two more. Okay. Two more to glue down. Keep losing chat. Oh, what time is it anyway? How am I doing? How am I doing on time? Where's my? Okay, I still got about right at an hour. That's how long I have to work in some painting. Work in some painting here. I think I want this one behind her. And then this, of course, most of that's going to get cut off. I just want a little bit on the top there. Let's make sure that's glued down well. Actually, could take some of this off the top and probably work on the bottom. There we go. Okay. One more to glue. One more to glue. I think I'm just enough matte medium here to do one more. This last one over here. Oh, I kind of wanted to center her because I wanted her to be in space. All right, there we go. All right. All right. Let me clean my hands off a little. And again, this does, especially if you sit here and do it for an hour, it's gonna build up on your fingernails. The only way to get it off is fingernail polish remover. So when I get done with all this, I'll just take fingernail polish remover and take my polish off and the matte medium at the same time. All right, let me put all this away. I'm done gluing. We'll trim and we'll start to paint something. All right, let's see. Put that card over there. Let's put the glue in the water. All right, let me hit them with the heat gun. Let's move this out of the way. Move all the collage bits out of the way. Gotta clean a space for the painting process. And that's exactly how I do it too when I'm just here. Oh yeah, I got these two butterflies. Well, if I decide on them, I'll glue them down with some Eileen's tacky. I don't know if I'll use them or not. Okay, let me move all this. All right, let's hit these with the heat gun. They don't have to be perfectly dry to start adding paint, but I don't want to be smearing glue all over the place. I'd rather have it, set enough where I can trim them at least. Did you do a portrait of a YouTuber Monday? I did Cinnamon Cooney I did her early because I wasn't sure if I was going to be here Monday. So Cinnamon Cooney was the last one. I think you saw that, Vicki. I also showed the picture that I did over the weekend of Grandpa from, Grandpa John Schneider that passed away on Gold Rush. I did a double portrait of him. So you probably saw that too, I guess. I posted, they're all on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So, yeah, I got a lot of likes on Grandpa because everybody loved Grandpa. He's everyone's grandpa. If you ever watch Gold Rush, he's everyone's grandpa. All right, so I'm just going to trim these up. And I'll show you all the ones we have so far. Both sets. The magenta kind of colors, and then the turquoise kind of ones. All right. So again, I try to send everybody new one of my art cards eventually. I just don't make them every week like I used to because it was taking too much time. I'd spend 2 days getting them made and varnished and sent and all that. So now I just send them when I can and make batches of them when I can. The Art Sherpa Cinnamon Cooney, yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad you saw it, Vicki. Okay, so now just scraping up some of the excess bits here. Okay, so this is what we got in this one. We got this set, so let me show you these real quick. All right, I think I need to turn down this kind of bright. It got bright really quick. No, I don't want to do, well, I guess I could zoom a little. All right, let me refocus because I'm going to start painting. It's probably best if I do zoom a little. Let's see, put autofocus again. Turn it down just a tad because I don't want it to flash out, but I don't want it to get too dark either. Let's see. All right, hang on, guys. We'll get there. Come on. Okay. Hopefully that will work. Now that I'm not painting, I can just concentrate on one or two at a time. I know, right, Lynn? Okay, so here we go. So these are the magenta ones. Magenta colors. Gold, magenta, gray. We're going to go with that. Kind of keep it simple in the colors. Yeah, and then I varnish them with a gloss varnish. So even my gloss varnish, though, in the journals does not stick. The Delta Ceramcoat exterior interior varnish that I use. Here's a couple that from the last, another batch. I don't know if it's the last batch, but so you can see the varnish on them. So these are from another batch. So they're all varnished. Got something on that one. Oh, I got some black paint splattered on it. Well, these are my sample ones. I just like to keep a few around to show what they look like when they're finished. And then I paint the backs and sign the backs. So, okay, so then here's the teals. Kind of straighten them out a little. Bye, Barb. Thanks for stopping by. And the process that I do these with is the same collage process that I'm doing in my art journals and the posters and the, which I need to make I haven't done an animal fantasy art poster for a while. You know, the big ones. Let's see. Let's see if I got them right here. I don't know. Now I've already zoomed in, so. But let me pull out a couple here. Out of my big portfolio under here. Let me pick out two that. I don't know. I like all of them actually. But so here's. So just so you can see the size here. They're probably, I have some larger ones too, but these are 12, probably 14 by 16, something like that. 14 by 16. And then this one, the posters, the animal, fantasy animal posters are the collage process, but I draw and paint my own animals. So the faces are not collage. These are all my own drawings. But then we collage and do painting. So like there's a whole little city right there. Hang on, guys, got incoming mail. Froze me up a second. So you see a little city, and then we just painted rays coming out in water and or rays. So you can see light. So yeah, so there's that. I've got a whole bunch of them under here. One of these days I want to put some of them on a sell prints of, but I haven't done any of that yet. Here's a giraffe one. Again, this is all my own giraffe, Did a little staircase for his, there's a lodge. So you can kind of see what else. I have a couple of a red fox and a red panda. Here's my lemur. This is the one I made a business card out of. And then when you see my banner on YouTube, this is the one that is on. This is the one that's on my YouTube and Twitter and all that. This is my lemur. I love my lemur. So he's all hand painted. I don't remember if I did this one on a. I don't remember if I did this one on a stream or not. This was from 2014. I'll show you what else. And here's a red fox. All this is paint up here. He's hand painted. I mean, he's my own face. And then we add there's a little bit of collage here, a little bit of collage here. Then the rest of this is all paint. Let me see under here. Some are bigger ones. Okay, of course, everybody's favorite, pretty much everybody's favorite is the peace sloth. There's this one, the peace sloth. And again, painted the face. This is a bit of collage right here. Bits of watch parts, and then made it into a guitar. And of course, there's space going on. I just sat here and drew my own hand. And then we made them have embroidery jeans. And of course, sloths sorry guys, it's a little flashed out. I'm trying to get it so that it pulls, the light's not flashing it out, but it kind of is. But anyway, so those are some of the ones. Oh yeah, one more. Here. These are larger ones. These are 20 by, well, that one was a 20 by 24. This is back down to 14 by 16. This is Hump Day Camel. So he's looking forward to the weekend. So yeah, there's Hump Day Camel. What else is in here? Oh yes, and Miss Lisa named this one Space Otter Sea. This is the one that Carla used on the Heart Journal magazine cover. My Space Otter Sea. So yeah, Lisa named that one. There's more in here, but that gives you an idea of what we need to do. Some more of those posters. We need to do a full-on animal fantasy poster again. Yeah, Vicky, I did send Vicky a print of that one, the pea sloth. Yeah. Oh, you hadn't seen those before? Oh, well, good, Vintage Pug. They're all on my they're all up on YouTube, Facebook. Well, not my YouTube, not the actual process. There's not process videos for those because that was before I was uploading to YouTube. Because I've only been uploading to YouTube for like a year and a half. So anyway, but they are on my. If you don't follow me on Instagram and Twitter, inkiwell, INKIWELL, inkiwell on Twitter and Instagram. They're all over there. Okay, let's get a little painting done before we run out of time. Have about 45 minutes. We'll see how much we can do in 45 minutes, you know. All right, so let's go ahead. I guess, I don't know if I want to start with this one maybe. This color wave. So what I want to do is I want to pull out a couple of colors, like mulberry. Let's see, let me see about, got a little flashed out again showing those. Let's see if I can get the flash down. Okay. All right, so we'll use a little mulberry. And again, I just use craft paints. Okay, I got this one clogged up. Let me get my pokey tool. Where are you, pokey tool? That's the knife. I don't want the knife. Where's the pokey tool? There it is. I like Americana because I like the colors. So, all right. I've got that one clogged up. It's clogged up in the lid because I didn't close it. So when you don't close the lids and they get clogged up, like, see, it gives a little skin over the top. It dries up. So you want to try to always close them. There we go. That's probably enough. I'll get some mulberry. I want some gray. Let's see, that one's already, I'm out of natural gray. Okay, we'll go with zinc. I'm going to stock up on, here's some slate gray. I think go with the little slate gray. That one's almost done too. A little zinc. You're welcome, Vicki. Thanks for being a mod here. Okay, black and white. Again, let's not forget to close them. Black. And this is why if you put out too much paint, you want to have your desk journal handy. White, and I think I want some gold or some bronze. Or do I want like a burnt orange? A burnt orange would be good too, but so would some gold. I don't use much metallics. They don't photograph well. Let's just go ahead and go with cocoa. It's kind of like gold without the shine. Good to see you, Terry. Thanks for stopping in. All right, let's get a little of that. All right, those colors right there. See, the same kind of colors that are in the colors there. We'll get another tray for the teal ones. Well, I can still use the black, white, and grays on the teal. I'll just get out a teal color here too. So let's start with these. Let me get a small brush and a couple baby wipes. Cleaning something here. Put the scissors away. See, I talk it all out. Twitter's easier for most of us to see. Yeah. I do both, but as far as chatting, I don't chat on Instagram. I comment and post pictures, but chatting and talking, I do most of my chatting, as do most of us here on Twitter. I forgot, I haven't checked lately, but I think, let me see. I don't have a gazillion followers, and I don't follow. Oh, wait, before we go anywhere, let's take another look at Colleen's dog. He's really that's not photoshopped or anything. But I don't know if I can see it right here. Let me check my Twitter. If I look on, if I look on Facebook, I might be able to see it because I haven't checked lately. I don't have a gazillion. I have, a little over 1,000 probably that I follow and that follow me. But let me tell you how many tweets. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if it shows it here. No, it's not going to show. Okay, so you've only got 1,470 followers, and I'm only following 1,485. It's not like I have a gazillion followers, but I'm careful about who I follow too. I don't just follow anybody on any social media, guys. Just saying, I'm. I don't want to say I'm picky, but I'm careful. I don't just follow people just to get numbers, right? That's just me. If you just follow, click, 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 don't email me. That's fine. That's you. But I'm careful who I follow. I follow people I want to know, want to watch, want to hear about. And I hope that this is the same with people that follow me. But I think last time I checked, I don't know. I can't look right here. I could probably check. Let me look on. See if I can bring it up here. Um, it's like that. Okay, I'm at almost 41,000 tweets. I'm at 40.9K. So yeah, my point was those of us that tweet here, we're talkers. I'll follow you too, Pug, when after the show if I'm not already. 41,000 tweets. That's cray right there. Okay, so let me go ahead and get me a brush. Oh yeah, we like to talk. And I hate to say it, Jean's not here, but I think Jean has more than that. Carrie's at 39,000. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, Carrie, go check out Jean. She's not here, is she? Go check out how many Jean has. Aren't we terrible? I know Jean's probably got a million. Vicky, you've only got 17,000 tweets? I'm looking for a brush, guys. Oh, we have so much fun. It's just so much fun. Okay, I want an angle brush. These are my most, currently, this one. Currently I'm using these brushes the most for painting right now when I paint these little collage. But did ours roll over? Oh my gosh! Jean has 117,000. Yeah. Hey, Sherry. Sherry, you have over 100,000, or are you talking about Jean? No, I don't think any of us beat Jean. Just saying. And I would say this to her face. Sassy pants can take it. All right, let's see here. Oh my goodness. All right, so let me start with just painting some with my finger here first to start. All right, so good. I'm just going to start here. And I usually just start by trying to get rid of all the white. That's my next step. And we're so funny. All right. But yeah, we're talkers. We are talkers. You have 10 tweets, Galena? Well, you just started tweeting though, didn't you? So, but a lot of us have been around for years. You know, I found Twitter through Carrie. I want to get rid of some of the excess paint on my hands because I don't want to be like getting it all over the place. That's Jean, Sherry, yeah. Okay, so then let me get another baby wipe here. You go through the baby wipes with this. You do. Because you have to have a clean area on the baby wipe. Otherwise, you're going to be just you're not blending anymore. You're just like moving paint on top of paint and it doesn't blend or, you know, work for you. So you're always constantly um, ch- changing to a clean place on your baby wipe. Okay. And again, these are 3x4 cards. All right, so there I'm starting on that. So you can just see how just getting rid of the white before you start adding anything else is already getting a base for you. Oh yeah, Carrie says I'm beating her with the tweets because of the reality show tweets. Yeah, I tweet Survivor, Gold Rush, a couple others with some other people that aren't artists. They're just snarky, and we have fun tweeting every now. I won't say the shows because I love the shows that I watch, but sometimes we can play about the shows. But yeah, but my serious fan tweeting is with Gold Rush and Survivor. There's a few other shows that I tweet on that I like to just play with the snarks, if you will. Okay, so there we go. That's starting to get. I missed something Galena said. I have an account for a long time. Yeah, Vicky tweets every now and then. She'll tweet out every now and then. At least she checks it every day, I think. All right, so there you go. You can see the start, right? Well, I got to get crack-a-lack in here. I'm talking too much. Well, I do follow. Yeah, I don't snark on those, Vicky. I do follow them. I don't really tweet on those shows that you like, but I do follow them. I do follow them. So yeah. Okay. So let's just go with the paintbrush here for a minute. Let's get the paint on. Let's start getting the paint on here. And I do put the paint on. It's pretty thick because you want to be able to blend it out. Now here's why the good thing about the matte medium is. All right, so it's all totally covered with matte medium right now. Look, like let's say I put black there and I didn't want black there. Because it's covered with matte medium, I can totally wipe that all away. You see? That black right there is already on the image. But the paint there, that's why that's another benefit to the matte medium when you do the collaging is because it wipes away. So if you get, let's just say you smear it here and you go, oh, I covered up all the purple there. I want some of that back. Listen to me how I'm talking. Oh, I covered. But you can just go in there, see, and wipe it back. And it just really blends, and you can just do so much when it's covered with matte medium that you can't really do if it's just got glue. If you just glued this stuff on, it just doesn't move the same. It just doesn't quite move the same. And don't be afraid when you're painting on your collage cards or in your art journal. It's the same process I'm doing here that I do in the art journal. Don't be afraid to cover things up, right? Don't be afraid to cover anything up that you think doesn't work for your story there. I think I want this to be very harsh right there. I want it to be a line. I want this to look like this comes up behind here. And right now, I'm really just concentrating on getting rid of the white, okay? Just concentrating on getting rid of the white. We'll go back in here and put stars and water and clouds and anything you want to put in. Well, matte medium is a glue for me. I glue all this. All this is glued down with matte medium. Every bit of it is glued down with matte medium. So it depends. Maybe I don't know what you're trying to glue, but yeah. Okay, so come back over here. You can do some of this with the finger, but I can't, my finger's, not that small to get in there. So you got to get in there with a brush sometimes. And I'm going to want this to be a planet. So I do want to kind of I'm going to have it kind of like an aura kind of around it. Eventually. I don't know who's tweeting me. Someone's tweeting me now. I gotta say, I don't tweet or answer messages unless it's my daughter. or Hubster while I'm streaming. So I'll get if you're messaging if someone here's messaging me, I'll get with you in a minute. Collage pieces from magazines. Well, Mel V, did you just well you just got here. I show you how to scrape them down so that they don't. So just go back and watch the beginning of this show or any of my art card or any of my shows that have collage in them. It's the same process. All right, so I want this. I'm not sure I want that little edge right. Well, no, I don't like that right there. I'm going to get rid of that. Okay. So there's that. And I think I want it to be a little blendy. So that's another thing about using your finger. You can really just blend it out, like feather it out nicely. Okay, I want to try to get these. I'm going to crack a lack here, guys, because the time is going to, I got 30 minutes and I don't want to have to start another show. Okay, because Cam and yeah, that's the other thing. I wanted to get with Cam and see if he would FaceTime me while I was talking to you so I could show you some of his work. Okay, let me do these real quick and then I will grab some coffee and call him and see if he wants to do that. He doesn't have to, I know he'll want to be coiffed and his hair all just so. Denise said he went with the kids, now Boo, she doesn't go crazy with the colors of her hair, but she just highlighted her hair. Cam will change his hair color every week. I think this week it's gray. This week it's gray. He doesn't use that harsh permanent stuff. It's stuff that'll wash out after, a few washes. But I think he had his hair gray this week. I said, he's going to look like a little old man. He's already an old soul as it is. An old soul teenager with gray hair. But anyway, what I was going to say is I can just show his artwork here without having to show him if he's if he's FaceTiming with me. There. Okay, so there we go. We got that one started. A little bit more black up here on the. Trying to crack a lack. Trying to crack a lack. I have to get the whip out app out on myself. Because we got to add a lot more stuff. This is just getting the base coat. Just getting the white, getting rid of the white. And it doesn't have to be black. I personally like using black because I like the mystery of space and time, and I just like it. But, I've done some other ones I've shown y'all where we've used other colors for backgrounds, gardens and greenery and stuff like that. I just personally like doing space and time and mystery caves and um, coves and arches, and I just like doing all that. Doors, portals, caves. Did I say caves already? And I just like doing that, but you know, you can do other colors. Now I had the intention of having this come down from there, remember? And I was going to try to incorporate this little spiral staircase going down there. So I'm trying to remember to try to do that anyway. Something like that. Oh, questions? Thanks, guys. Looking good. Thank you. All right. Let's see. I still got 3 more. Okay, let me do these last 3. I'm going to crack a lack and get the last 3 on painted. And I'll go get some coffee and I'll call Cam and see if I can get them on FaceTime. If I can get them on FaceTime, I don't mind going into another segment. Joycey doesn't stream, I know, until 1. And I haven't seen if she's streaming today, but she doesn't usually stream till 1. So let me see if I can just get these going here. Oops. Pull the paint all the way off Yeah, Whippy got one of your birthday cards, Sherry. I know. Sherry's all everybody that sends in cards are awesome. Eileen, Zandra. If y'all don't follow Zandra17, she streams every Wednesday at 7:30 and every Sunday evening at 7:30 Eastern. I think that's right. 7:30. And yeah, she's awesome. So sweet. I think my mom has a mom crush on Zandra. See, look, we got a whole little. This could be a lighthouse right there, or it could be a cliff. It could be a lot of things right there. So we just got to kind of keep. I'm just kind of getting rid of the white, and then if anything that I've covered up too much, I'll go in there with my baby wipe and can kind of wipe it away. All right, so there's that one. Started. One more, and then I'm going to go get some coffee. Yeah, thanks, guys. Yeah, I don't mind sending out the birthday cards and the get well cards and the whatnot cards. I just don't make the cards. So, yeah. I'll let you know if I start running low, guys, and because I send out a lot. Sometimes there's 10 a week. If I send out a lot and I start running low, if I get down to 10, 15 cards, I'll let you know. Right now, I'm pretty good. Sherry sent like 50. Eileen sent another 20, 25, or I'm not sure. I didn't count them. So I'm good for a while. So I am good for a while. All right, let me just kind of blend that in around that flower, and then I'll wipe it back. I got to get a clean thing here because I don't want to lose those little ray things. Okay. There's the starts. This is going to be a landscape down here. This is going to be land coming down. It looks a little messy, but it gets the job done. All right, so let me go real quick. Let me put this brush in water. I don't want to crust up. Let me go wash my hands, get some coffee, take a quick break. I can't even pick up BB to bring BB over here, but I'm going to leave these cards like right here so you can see them all while I go. And Cam may not answer. He may not be, he may still be asleep. Gotta tell you, they're on spring break. All right, so let me leave that for just a minute, and I will. I'll be right back, guys. Hang on. Okay. I got a hold of Cam. He's going to FaceTime me in 5 minutes. So hopefully, oh, where's my iPad? Here it is. Hopefully I can get him on the iPad. I usually talk to him mostly on the phone. Let me clean my iPad off. So I'm gonna try to FaceTime him on my phone. I mean on the iPad, so because it's bigger and it won't flash out like the camera. I mean like the phone will. So we're gonna try. Okay. So he's gonna call me in 5 minutes, and he said so he can show us some of his artwork. How about him up here? Oh, thanks, Carrie Ann. Catching my breath here, guys. Let me take a sip of coffee. Yeah, so we're going to give it a try. I don't know if I should get all painty again if I'm getting ready to answer the phone. Maybe, guys, you know what? Even if it's a short one, I'm going to go ahead and stop this stream here and start another one because in 10 minutes, 15 at most, I'm going to run out of time. So if you're watching this one, I'm going to make this part one of art cards, and I'll do another part two because I do want to finish these, and I still have a little, unless Joycey doesn't come on for another hour and a half. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this one and save it, and then that way I don't have to worry about rushing Cam. You know what I mean, Bern? So if you're watching this on YouTube, thanks for watching. I'm going to start another segment, and we are not done with these. This is just base coated, but yeah, it takes a while. So I'll be right back.